Hello and welcome to the East Garner Elementary School Math Committee Quarterly Report. On behalf of the Math Committee, we welcome you to see the focus that we've had thus far in this school year and the progress that we've made. Thank you for joining us. On the first meeting of the Math Committee, we used the TIPS model in order to decide what focus we should have for the 2016-17 school year. Due to academic language being a substantial part of the staff development for all of the teachers last year, we decided to build upon that. Our first step was to decide how to engage all students in student discourse using math vocabulary. The first IndiStar indicator we would like to begin with is 2.04, Item 3. This states the math coach will model structures for small group math in which students are collaborating their answers and processes. Well, we're happy to report that all of the classrooms have small group math groups, as well as are seeking to answer questions in complete sentences, so other mathematicians around the table can not only hear an answer, but they will hear the math vocabulary associated with the question being asked. The next steps to continue to improve small group math instruction is to provide the teachers with continuous walkthroughs from the East Garner Elementary School administrators, IRTs, and the Math Committee. We would like to offer the teachers feedback in the form of, I see that you are, I think that the students are, and I wonder what would happen if your students had the opportunity to build upon what they're already doing if. We believe this is a great next step to continue the thinking of I see, I think, and I wonder. The next item we'd like to address is 4.01, Item 4. The math team will create a plan for offering math professional development at East Garner. The Math Committee is in the process of looking over some data regarding students and teachers answering questions in complete sentences. We would like to offer this continuously as this is our yearly goal to increase math vocabulary and student discourse. As mentioned earlier, the Math Committee utilized the TIPS model to decide upon the focus. We will continue to use this model as we analyze the data to determine the best next steps for the professional development. We'd like to have the teachers realize that the 4 C's will be a natural component of creating viable arguments and critiquing the reasoning of others by having students answer and ask each other questions with complete sentences. The Math Committee conducted walkthroughs in kindergarten through 5th grade. Their findings were that less than 25% of the teachers were asking students to answer questions using complete sentences during direct instruction, and 0% of students were explaining their answers to each other using complete sentences. Therefore, we see the need to provide the professional development to have teachers and students understand the importance of Math Practice 3 to construct viable arguments and critique the reasoning of others using math vocabulary. Our next step for this item, 4.01, Item 5, is the Math Committee will discuss the data with their teams. The math team will meet with each grade level to refresh beliefs about the importance of student discourse. East Garner Elementary School will provide classroom posters of the 8 mathematical practice standards, and the math coach will meet with each grade level to plan lessons that include an emphasis of student discourse in order to increase student understanding. Additionally, we will have an emphasis on Math Practice Standard 3, construct viable arguments, and critique the reasoning of others as we explain the rationale to our students. Here is a video example of the co-chair of the Math Committee using her class to demonstrate how important it is for students to answer questions in complete sentences and repeat each other. Again, the emphasis of this is to increase Mathematical Practice Standard 3 and also for students to hear complete sentences with math vocabulary rather than just an answer. We hope you enjoy this. The last item we'd like to address is Item 6. The math team will develop a plan for identifying students not meeting math benchmarks. Currently, the data shows from our Case 21 middle of the year benchmark assessments that grades 3 through 5 have achieved double-digit growth. We're very proud of this accomplishment for the teachers and students. Additionally, in grades 2, 3, and 4, the lowest scoring classes have been identified and supports have been put in place. A co-teaching model will include support from the IRTs and the math coach, and an additional 30 minutes will be spent planning with these teachers in grades 2 through 4 in order for all students to be successful. In conclusion, the Math Committee would like to celebrate East Garner Elementary School's great progress in mathematics. We will continue our focus on having students answer questions in complete sentences, as well as unpacking the standards so the teachers and the students know the skills and knowledge that they will need. Thank you for joining us for the Math Committee's quarterly report.